Hello, my name is Reg, and you're watching Shattered Dungeons. Somewhere.
Hi, everybody, it's us. Let me resize myself over here.
I'm doing the Reg.
I feel like we're still the Tuesday nights.
I mean,
to a degree.
Do we ever really move on from that?
I have not
It's
moved on
Tuesday
from
nights.
this. No.
Yeah, Tuesday nights with the Tuesday nights.
That's right.
We're Shattered Dungeons. If you're watching, welcome, Tofu. It's nice to see you in chat.
Miss Shattered if you're nasty.
What?
What?
What? I don't...
You said we're the Tuesday night. I don't know. I was doing the. Never mind.
Oh, no.
He was quoting Janet Jackson for some reason.
Oh, okay, good. Well,
Yeah,
I don't know about good.
I was just trying to make a reference.
Okay. We have lots of fun stuff. First and foremostly, if you haven't seen us, watch us, whatever, we play an indie RPG called Shattered Dawn every Tuesday night. So that's us. Tell us about you now. We'll wait. No. We have lots of fun things that you can do if you are a patron on Patreon or a subscriber on Twitch. You get to randomly insert a potency flux at your leisure, at your discretion,
Where are
to
you
see what
inserting
happens. Well, I don't like that. Now, it's Jordan and Ray's birthday today. They have the same birthday.
Yes, I noticed
Yeah, I
that.
saw that today.
Happy
So-
birthday!
We're
So-
special boys.
Yes. So
And I don't mean it's Christmas like Frosty does.
now,
Happy birthday!
if Ray gets on in chat, because he's out tonight, he can absolutely redeem a potency flux in addition. However, because Ray is not here, I will be allowing chat to unanimously decide the use of his. Jordan, you, however, do get a bonus potency flux for your birthday. So
Yay! I'm gonna do something stupid.
I don't. We'll see how that happens.
It's not surprising, Jordan.
It's really not.
What is the Captain Jack? You can always expect the unexpected.
Exactly. Now we have, 5 episodes left before the end of this arc. That being the case, if you would like to participate in one of the interim one-shots that we'll be doing between Arc 3 and 4, or if you're interested in participating in Arc 4 in some capacity, let us know. We'd love to talk with you about it and figure out what is the best possible spot for you. Now,
We've also been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty.
Or asphalting your road.
Is that a thing? 'Cause, oh my god, I know some spots.
You don't get calls for asphalt pavers like 24/7? I get them all the time.
who?
That must be a Texas thing because I still have a Texas number.
Oh,
Yeah,
that would
no,
make
that-
sense.
Our roads are effed up.
So that is all I have. So we're gonna jump in. We got a fun session tonight. Hope you guys enjoy it, and don't forget, chat. You can decide where you want to use Ray's potency flux. So we'll see you back in a moment. Toodaloo.
Long ago, a powerful spellcaster by the name of Vezifor began to study the secrets of immortality. For years, he researched, then finally had a breakthrough. He performed the ritual and became a lich. After years of pillaging and war, he grew bored and retired to his tower. It was then he decided to build a dungeon.
There are those of you out there who said I could not design the perfect dungeon, Vanessa. But I proved them all wrong. We got demons, we got dragons, we got undead, we even got unpaid interns. Head on down, because
This is Shattered Dungeons. This is Shattered Dungeons.
We are back. Welcome. We're Shattered Dungeons. This episode, like every episode, is sponsored by our patrons on Patreon and our subscribers on Twitch. B1, let's start with character introductions. Toby, you're being played by Jordan, but it looks like you've lost some of your clothing.
Hey there, Toby Gunderson here. Real pleasure to meet you. I just, apparently I'm a living boy now, and I'm as naked as the day is young, so I guess this is my birthday?
Well, it's certainly your birthday suit.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I am wearing
That is so
the right
scary.
thing for the occasion.
I'm not gonna lie, watching this unfold and the look of sheer surprise on Heather's face was worth every moment of it.
I did message David earlier. I'm like, is this okay? Feel free to veto this idea.
For everyone listening on the podcast, Jordan is topless. Now it's tasteful though. It's
tasteful.
Yeah.
He's at least wearing his beard.
We can only see the shoulders up.
I
The
have
shoulders up.
pasties on. It's okay.
Tofu
He's
says,
got his hat
please
on."
do not ask the real Toby to please stand up. This is the first time Shattered Dungeons is really riding that the Twitch what is it?
TOS.
TOS. Terms of Service.
We're risking our terms of service tonight.
Hope it's worth it. We also have Shorty, played by Heather.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Shorty Smalls.
And of course, we have Grunkle, played by Dion.
Hello, everybody. It's kind of hot in here.
Oh yeah.
So take off all your clothes.
He's
I already beat you
done
to it
so.
there, buddy.
Oh, that was a joy. Fun stuff. Now, coming off of the last episode, we had a very intense first look at what did we call this contraption you guys came up with?
I think we inadvertently rename it every time.
I know, that's why I keep asking.
But it's something like the Dragon Ninja Warrior. I don't know.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know what we named it.
I think last time it was Dungeon Ninja Warrior.
Oh, yeah. It was.
So
I like that.
you guys have developed and tested with an initial run Dungeon Ninja Warrior, and it went fairly well. Now, from that first test,
I mean, I died and then I came back again as a man.
yes, there's been lots of specific events. But before we jump into tonight's episode, this episode begins weeks from the last episode. So,
Oh, then I have presumably been given clothes at this
yes.
point.
So,
Well, hold on then.
well, before you do, well, okay, we lost him now. I was gonna say, go ahead and put your shirt on with
you
the
want
camera.
more- you
Whoa,
want
whoa,
more-
no, don't! No. He took his hat off, guys.
Why is the hat?
But it does look so much more naked.
It does. I think that's what got me. Somehow you are more naked without the hat. No, you took your glasses off, and it's worse. Oh gosh.
If you could go shave your beard and then come back, that'd be great.
Nothing is worth that bit.
Uh-oh.
I think
You're doing it for Shorty.
Yeah.
I'd unfortunately end up divorced. I think if that happened.
Oh, if you shaved your beard?
So
Wow.
Trim is different, but if I went full baby face, she would be very mad.
yeah. So
Only for a couple of weeks.
yeah.
That's funny.
So while Jordan is reclothing himself, we're gonna kind of go to each person, and over the course of this, let's call it a 6-week span, what has everyone been doing with their 6 weeks?
Do you want the network safe version of this discussion?
I don't know. Let's start with you last, Toby. I feel like there's too much
okay.
trouble there. So, let's start with Grunkle. what has Grunkle been up to for the past 6 weeks?
I've been working on making sure that the betting system can't be rigged, that the math on how we shift the bets around based off of the bets that people make so that the house always gets, always gets paid. Just making sure that I shore up the betting because we really need money. We need financing.
True. All right, so pretty much every day is a new crack at a different problem. And so 6 weeks, at the end of the 6 weeks, you've retooled the betting system. You've allowed some of the audience interaction to be less impactful, but still fun. So as you can't, have someone rig the game, as it were. By pooling audience points together for like a spontaneous potency flux or something like that. And you've gone above and beyond to make sure that the odds of survival are slim to none, ensuring that the champion gets a swing at whoever comes back with the gem. It's important to note that Dion and Jim specifically, Jim found out at the end of the last episode that the haunted spirit of Zumi keeps coming back. And so over the past 6 weeks, while while Grunkle's been doing that, Jim has worked to integrate the haunted spirit of Zumi into Dungeon Ninja Warrior. And so now, once they procure the gem, the haunted spirit of Zumi appears to fight them.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Yep. There you go, Tofu. Merry Christmas. What has
An eternity of killing players.
Yeah. What has Shorty been up to for the past 6 weeks?
Well, I've been following Grunkle around, taking notes, and creating a very excessive shorthand system, or like kind of coded shorthand system. So in case anyone steals the notes, they can't really understand what's going on in the dungeon. So you pretty much need me to decipher any notes if you need to go back and look at anything, but I've written everything down meticulously, just organized everything, and trying to keep the dungeon in its best HR stature possible alongside Grunkle, because I'm his biggest supporter. And then I also got the headband of electric damage from my mother, I believe. Mm-hmm. And I've been practicing with that, like learning all different ways to electrically damage things and
It's electric.
And use it from my headband, how to make my headband even more powerful.
Oh, that's awesome.
I have no idea if it'll ever help me, but I've still got my big sword, so.
Yeah, so let's do this. Because you've spent 6 weeks meticulously practicing that, now instead of you having to land an attack, you can use it as a free action to zap somebody for the damage it does.
I can use it as a free action to get more damage?
Yep.
That's so awesome. Okay.
So what has Toby been up to for 6 weeks?
Okay, so obviously I got to get adjusted to having a physical form again. And as I said, the brand safe thing is Toby has been trying to actively get to know and woo pretty much everyone in the near vicinity with a pulse.
Of course.
So I will leave it to everyone's discretion to how successful Toby has been with them. Toby, it's not disingenuous in any way. Toby legitimately wants to get to know every person, physically, mentally, spiritually, physically again, and just more if you feel like it. I don't know.
Have you been drinking? Weren't you obsessed with drinking a while back?
I'll have like a 6 or a Pabst Blue on me. Somebody left a bunch of Mick Light up there, and that's just water, really. But
now it is.
I don't have to drown my sorrows with just alcohol anymore. Now I can drown them with the warm embrace of a stranger.
Huh.
Yeah, I had a comment, but I'm going to keep it to myself.
Toby maybe just type it in chat, see how it lands. So while that's going on, Cypress has been really honing in her community outreach. So she, over the last 6 weeks, has been going to cities and towns, posting flyers, starting rumors. She's gone above and beyond to make sure that Dungeon Ninja Warrior has made some sort of ripple in each town in the whole region. And
Can I imagine? Can I just put this mental image of how she's doing it out there into the ether?
Please, yes.
You guys know the Prince Ali opening with Aladdin, where Genie is popping in and out of different characters to people, making more of a murmur. Cypress is doing that between her werewolf form and her animal form, just like, I heard about this horrible, this wonderful dungeon race, and then that sounds exciting.
100 bad guys with swords.
Pretty much, yeah.
So,
who sent those goons to their lords?
Oh my,
Prince Ali.
So, as you guys are kind of descending on this morning, Cypress has gotten home the day before and has basically been asleep. And so we're gonna make sure that she is conked out in one of the upper tower rooms, which is now you guys' personal living space. And so Grunkle, Shorty, and Toby, the other thing that has happened over the course of 6 weeks that you have noticed is Chef Brittlestink and Bartender Bonesy have employed not only more magic to enable them to produce more food, more drinks, more various things, but they have also created their own staff. There are now skeletal barmaids, wenches, if you will. There are skeletal wenches that man the tavern inside the dungeon.
Wenches.
Yep. And Bartender Bonesy now has a barback, and his name is Ched. 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 Ched the barback. You haven't spent much time with him. You just know that he exists. And so it's about midday, late morning, midday, as you descend the tower into the Tower Tavern. And so at this point, you all are free to mosey about, do what you will, explore, all that stuff.
Hey, Shorty, I got a quick question for you.
Yeah.
As like our new duly representative resource, how does that work? That term human doesn't make any sense to anybody anymore, really. Okay, so
human-esque resource,
employee
Bonesy
resource.
has a lot of new employees, right? And technically, they work for us.
Right.
Is there any conflict of interest if I introduce myself and see if any of them want to go for like a lovely candlelit dinner? Is that considered like a coercion and I shouldn't do it? Or like it's only if it's like a quid pro quo scenario that it's a negatory?
You do realize that you're trying to mess with the most profitable part of our business. So far, Chef Brittlestink and Bonesy's hands down have increased the profit margins of this venture more than any other soul.
Oh no, I'm not talking about do it during business hours. I'm talking like after work. We're not working them like 24/7, are we?
You do realize that things you do outside of business hours can affect relationships inside of business hours, right, Toby?
That has literally never occurred to me. No.
Yeah. That's But
Okay, so
I will leave it to our resource manager to answer your questions.
Anyone else, I might say okay, but I think it might be a bad idea, Toby. We don't want to run them off.
But
We don't want them hiding from their work.
I'm just like an open invitation. I'm not like chasing them down or doing anything creepy. Unless
everything you do is creepy.
An open invitation to a party, sure, but a one-on-one date is probably a bad idea.
Okay, so you're saying I need to do like a polygamy thing,
Yeah.
just hey
I love
everyone.
that Shorty just said, for everyone else, it's totally fine. Not for you, though, Toby.
Toby's not allowed to find love.
Not
Within
in
the workplace.
Bonesy's,
Yeah.
not in Bonesy's domain. We really don't want to mess that up. I don't want Grunkle to be upset.
Toby now has like a scrap of paper and is trying to come up with the best open invitation for a group date that he can think of. So that's what
I would think it should be a group gathering, not necessarily a group date. Toby.
How about this, Toby? If you hire someone, those people that you hire, you can completely mess up because I'm happy with firing anybody you hire.
I feel like that's unethical.
It might be unethical, but it's conducive to me running a business in a successful way.
Someone just gave me the green light to coerce people from a position of power, and I don't feel super comfortable about that.
No, we're trying to be kind and believe you when you say you won't coerce them.
Okay, I just want, it's all I'm trying to do is be 100%
for the record.
on board.
For the record, you cannot hire anybody that's already been hired. So don't try to hire Bonesy staff for the.
No.
You have to go outside of our purview, find people, and then those people you can date, even if
Maybe
you
we
bring
should
them in as
just
employees.
make it simple and say no dating in the workplace.
I don't like.
He's gonna do it. I'm just trying to.
It didn't work out well with Vanessa either.
Grunkle's trying to mitigate the damage.
He's gonna do it anyway, so.
Toby, you
I'm
can
not-
ruin someone else's life, just not theirs.
I
Just
don't
not
need to,
Bonesy
I
staff.
don't need to hire someone as an incentive to date me. I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to find how narrow the available pool of candidates needs to be.
Everybody that's already employed and that will futurely be employed are off the list, with the exception of people you personally employ. Because
Okay, and
I can't even remember what job you have.
I know I've put this offer out there before, but either of you two, more than welcome. We could have a lovely time. I'm just saying.
So, you guys have been very slowly wandering down the staircase. You talked about all this.
Can't talk and walk
Toby,
at the
like,
same time.
Apparently
Toby
not.
like dabs an ink quill in his mouth for a second. Clothing optional.
So, Grunkle,
After he made that unusual offer to me and Shorty, I immediately just turn and walk off.
Okay, I can put you down as a maybe.
I'm trying to follow Grunkle.
Okay. So as Grunkle and Shorty descend the staircase, you wave at Chef Brittlestink, which has been fairly routine. But it's at this moment now you realize that this part of the tavern is way more packed than normal. And so as you kind of round the main entry, you see that there are almost double the amount of patrons in this section of the tavern. And you know that most of the business has been gathering closer to the actual obstacle course, the dungeon, the Dungeon Ninja Warrior course. And so you see all sorts of different people from different walks of life. You see Bonesy and Ched the barback just kind of going back and forth in the portals between this bar and the one in the dungeon proper. Do you do anything? Do you say anything? Talk to anybody?
I take this opportunity to show Toby how great this operation is running, how smoothly it's running, and how smoothly it won't be running if he decides to interfere with the business model. But I trust him to do a good job at his job.
I keep saying over and over again.
What is
I'm not
Toby's
looking
job?
to mess with. Wait, what do I do?
Well, the thing you don't do is hit on anybody in our establishment anymore. Beyond that, I think you're quite the innovator.
Thank you.
I think you're gonna add. You add value. I'm still working on what that is, but you add value for sure.
I'm just kind of walking around, shaking hands, welcoming people, telling them hello.
Okay. As
Are you
you're
like
doing
the
that-
manager at Chili's?
Oh, yes, she is.
Yeah.
How's your
Yeah.
meal?
Totally.
Everything turned out okay? I need everyone to
tasting good?
roll a D100. If you have a speech check,
Oh, no.
you can add that. This isn't anything negative. It's just, the various things you hear.
I'm only going to remember
okay.
the last number I used to use, so this might not be accurate, but
That's fine.
I think it's at
Grunkle,
least plus 20.
Grunkle, with a 22, you hear the confirmed sounds of your own success.
Nice.
Toby, with an 81, you hear a lot of people talking about how great the food is, how great the drinks are, how quick the service is. Shorty, as you're going around, you have the benefit of being able to interrupt conversations as they are happening. And so I'm going to message you a few of them just for awareness. Why don't you guys kind of talk amongst yourselves while I do that?
Wow. I'll come in and I'll walk up and I just let Bonesy know you and Brittle Stinks are doing an excellent job. Excellent job here, Bonesy. I think you already know that you guys have the right to give yourselves a raise and make sure that you get a fair cut of the proceeds that you guys generate here.
Yeah. Well, what am I doing? Am I still walking around? Where am I?
Yeah, you're
right
walking
here,
around.
right next
hey,
to me.
Whimpering Woods, great to see you.
Okay.
You missed my shoulders.
I wonder if we should introduce Kino.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Kino. People fill out a form with a bunch of numbers, and it's like a lottery. It's a numbers game.
Then
Number
we can
running.
capture their information. That's brilliant, Grunkle.
Well, it's just another gambling game.
Yeah. So what else are we doing? So I've gone around.
So
saying
you
hello
guys
to
kind of
everyone.
wander outside. Heather, I'm messaging you on Discord, just FYI. So you guys
Okay.
kind of wander
Okay.
outside just to
All
check
right.
things out.
Yeah, here lies Vezafall, Vezafel.
So
I laugh at my own
it's okay
joke.
for me to share what I overhear, right?
Say that again.
Is it okay for me to share with Grunkle what I'm overhearing?
Whatever you want to do.
Okay, so where am I? I'm walking around and I come back to Grunkle after basically eavesdropping on different people, and I'm like, Grunkle, I think everything's going really, really well, even better than we expected. I'm overhearing people talking about how much fun they're having, saying, although you may not like this, or saying it's not pricey at all. It's out of the way, but people think it's worth it. So, and they're also very excited about the next match. So everything's working out, just like
Well,
we planned.
I think we're somewhat profitable, so I don't think we need to gouge them. Let's keep it low for a while. Let it pile up, and when the when the supply is really high, when the demand is really high and they're all here and it's really crowded, then we can race the race and get out the lower
That's a good
riffraff
idea.
and try to
That's a
control
good
population based on prices. If we drive too many away, we'll lower prices, so on and so forth. keep a nice healthy balance.
Such a thinker. So, but another thing I overheard that sort of worried me is that it sounds like somebody has a plan. And they said something about if the other two contenders help their guy win, then they'll definitely win the pot. I don't know what I think about that.
Well, the money, it won't affect us because our bets are based off. We adjust the amount that we pay off based off of what people bet. So we'll always be in a profit, but I hate to see our other patrons get robbed. So we'll have to investigate that. Who did you hear say that?
Oh, some of those guys in there in the bar eating where Bonesy was serving up food. But another one said that they thought it was a sure thing. They couldn't believe it was going to work, and they couldn't wait to have that much gold. I'm a little bit disgusted by that. They're trying to rig our system. But they are liking Bonesy's food. That makes me feel good.
We're going to have to investigate that. Toby.
Yeah, hold on. Toby is
he our best investigator?
Toby is nailing the party group date invitation to the wall, and I'm posting in the general Discord what Toby has written.
Oh no.
Handwriting ended up being an issue, so I went with a different font, but
oh my gosh.
For those of you not in our Discord, there's the link in the live chat. This is written on like typewriter font on like some parchment. Oh no.
The cursive,
This is terrible.
The cursive was just a little too illegible.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. Bounce house?
Not required per employment.
I took notes, okay? I listened.
That's great.
Group date with
Score and
Toby.
Scoop, thank you for joining the Discord. I hope you
can't even
enjoy
be
it.
mad.
Oh my goodness. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I can't even be mad.
Oh, so good.
So, Toby, here's what we're going to need you to do. We're going to need you to be able to go invisible. And we need you to scope out and listen for... Oh, wait, you're a real boy now.
Yeah, I was thinking, can he still go invisible?
I think I can disguise myself. Give me just a second here. I got an idea. I don't think anyone will recognize me.
Toby doesn't move. He just changes what he's wearing right in front of you. So you see his naked form, and he comes back looking like
wiener.
He is clad in a very large hot dog bun, and he has put mustard on his torso.
Okay, so I think people will think like I'm a mascot for the food, and they'll just ignore me, right?
No. No. If there's anybody standing around, secret communications will cease for the most part.
Hey,
I don't.
Listen, you can trust.
What else you got, Toby?
You can trust Toby, dog.
I could try to go into sneak mode.
So,
oh God, I forgot we could do that.
So as you guys are kind of talking about this and exiting the tower proper, you exit onto the cliffside and look over the plateau and see that there is now a line extending out of the new dungeon.
It's really hot in that costume. I'm going to tell you that much.
Look at the line, Toby. Look at the line.
Oh God, are you guys here for the group date? I'm Toby. They're setting the bounce house up in the back, I think.
No one pays you
Toby,
any
I think
attention.
they're here for the show.
We're doing what now?
For the contest.
Oh, the little race thing. That's right. I have been...
the dungeon.
Okay, listen. In a moment of self-actualization and growth, I am comfortable to admit I have been a little bit selfish the past few weeks. I've been been cooped up in not a body for a while and have been just, getting hundreds of years of repression out, I guess. So sorry if I've neglected y'all and your needs at all or anything like that, and stuff.
Strangely, I only want to kill you a little bit less.
Only slightly.
I thought it was going to be so much better once you were human.
So that's not the sword wanting you to kill me?
Apparently not.
Oh, okay.
So looking at
sword-driven
across the line of, I guess, potential patrons, potential candidates. There appear to be a small band of Dargoth and a bunch of other Athelian and Rhysson.
I love that they all have names.
Yep, there are a few underlings. I'm not gonna lie, I have learned my lesson. I created all of these names, and it took me about 40 minutes to sit through and name everyone you guys are gonna see tonight.
Like a baby naming book.
Yeah, it's all David's names of things.
Podrick, I've heard some rumors about Podrick. Let me tell you something.
Podrick and Modric.
So, do you want to go into your dungeon?
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to pay close attention. We're gonna have to see where the bets are taken and pay close attention to who's placing what bets.
Okay. So, as you descend the dungeon, you notice that the line is ample because the tavern inside is fairly populated right now. You can see that the skeletal winches are taking orders from people. There are only a few tables available.
Actually,
none of them have names. They are just mindless peons Bonesy himself has animated using deceased contenders from the wind.
I want to say Ruth?
They just respond positively to whatever you call them.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
It's so nice to see you.
No, this is going to go horribly bad.
They don't do anything but serve drinks, but they respond in a very upbeat manner. And so as you kind of enter the dungeon tavern, you see Jim is sitting at the bar, and he's having a drink. He's enjoying his time. You can hear through some sort of magical audio device that the next round of Dungeon Ninja Warrior will start in about 45 minutes.
What's that?
It's our thing.
So, Grunkle, do we care that people are betting, or do we care that they're trying to fix the outcome?
We care that they're trying to fix the outcome because if word gets out that they're fixing things, people will want to, bet their money. We gotta keep it as fair as possible. So we gotta get to the source of it. Yes.
The outcome. Did you hear that, Toby?
Exactly.
We have to fix a thing that's not broken because someone's trying to break it, and if they break it, then it will need fixing. And I'm
Pretty
a little
much.
lost.
I think he was better as a ghost. Are you sure if I kill him now, he won't come back to the old Toby?
I don't know.
Hey there, let's not listen, Grumble. Let's not get weird about this, okay?
We need to figure out a way to ghostify you again.
Yeah, you're super handy as a ghost.
Business associates, it's so great to see ya. I'm a little inebriated.
How's it going, Jim?
It's going well. Look at all this.
He kind of waves his arm about the room.
There's so many people here. Cypress has done just a real bang-up job trying to get people here.
Hey, Jim, did you see a little notice upstairs or anything?
When did you post it?
10 minutes ago.
Did you see me walk out of the tavern?
No idea.
Okay, then I haven't left
Hold
this
on,
seat
hold
in
on.
about an hour.
Just jots down the same information again and just hands it to Jim. There you go, big fella.
You hand it to him and he looks down and goes, "Group date with Toby? Clothing
'cause-
optional? What is wrong with you, man?"
Well, if somebody wants to be comfortable, they should be allowed to be comfortable.
I'm not attending this.
Are you not a fan of bounce houses?
I'm not a fan of you. I mean, yeah, bounce houses. What did I say?
Oh, okay. Guys, Tim's a little mean when he's drunk.
A little bit.
My name's Jim, Toby.
Yeah, that's what I said.
But a group date, Toby, not everyone's going to really understand where you're coming from on that.
Well, you said I couldn't do it one-on-one, so I'm trying to be more safety in numbers and all.
Bonesy. Bonesy. Show him the thing. Yeah,
I thought we weren't allowed to show our things in the workplace.
You're not! He's talking about the limitless watch!
He grabs a mug and puts it on the table, and it just magically fills up with pretty great ale. And then he pours it into a glass, he slams it on the table, it fills back up and keeps going.
Wait, what?
It's limitless profit!
You're
That is
brilliant,
amazing.
Bonesy.
There is no inventory cost for this. It's just limitless.
Okay, listen. I'm not gonna lie. I saw the look on Grunkle's face, and I think he might kiss you.
Don't do it. If you're gonna kiss somebody, kiss Chad. A lame excuse for a barback.
I'm right here, Mr. Bonesy.
Is he not doing a good job, Bonesy?
No, he's doing fine, but he's a barback. I gotta give him crap, you know? It's like managerial.
Okay.
I mean, have you tried not doing that? Because, sometimes a
Do
little.
I walk into your house and tell you how to be a ghost? You physical man?
Well, I don't have a house, and I don't have a ghost anymore.
So no, you don't, Bonesy.
Also, I'm pretty sure you told me how to be a ghost at one point. You tried to.
Bonesy silently slides you a glass of very potent alcohol that you can handle. It will not get you drunk, but it's worth a swig. You sense the empathy in Bonesy's action.
So should we ask Bonesy if he's had any indication of what we've overheard?
Oh, that's really good ale.
Uh-oh.
Grunkle, I do think you might.
You're muted.
You might want to kiss him for this one.
Grunkle, it looks like you're talking, but I can't hear you.
Oh,
I think he's a little flustered with all the insinuation of kissing.
Jim shoves his finger in his ear and moves it around.
I was like, I think if Bonesy would have heard something, he would have volunteered that information for us. Actually, can you point out if anybody you saw that said that is in here, made their way down here?
No, not that I know of. Not that I'm noticing.
What we need to do is we need to put you next to the betting so that when people start placing their bets, you need to identify them. Yes, you can see who they're bet on the most, and then we can start taking a look at the progress.
Do I know anyone in particular who was saying that? Are they down here, David?
You can't really recall who exactly said that. You've met a lot of people today, and they all kind of blur together.
Being the Chili's manager.
Yes, you are the Chili's manager. I'm not gonna lie. Suddenly, I really want a quesadilla, so thank you for that. Yeah, most of these people, though, you don't recognize any faces, so you think they're probably a different group altogether than the group in the tavern. Knowing, again, over the last 6 weeks, how Bonesy and Brittlestink have been operating, most of the tavern patrons are in the tower are there strictly for the food and the beverage. Everyone down here is basically snacking in preparation for the event. So those are more than likely the people that are staying for a little longer. This group down here are the people who are here for a handful of matches, maybe to watch their friend compete, something like that. Or they're here to just make wagers and make bets. Now, Grunkle, I did see you kind of wandering around a moment ago. You noticed that some of the people who were at the front of the line as you were walking in are now down here, and they're perusing the shop Zog is running.
Where's the shop that Zog is running?
Yep. If you
is
go
that
through
across the hall, right?
Yep. And so you see that Zog has now collected a large amount of wares that he is peddling, to say the least. And this is all used gear from people who have either died in the obstacle course, or left behind making haste to get out. But really, there's only been one champion, and that is Choppin' from the initial run of Dungeon Ninja Warrior.
All right, Choppin's working it.
Did we unchopping his hand off?
You gave him like a metal contraption that he now uses to basically wield a blade on his forearm.
I really feel like we could have just healed his hand.
This is better. This is better for entertainment.
Yeah, you did offer it to him, but he was like, no, that's way more cool.
I guess that's fair.
I mean, Choppin's ready to chop.
He now has a namesake.
Oh, that is good branding. You got a point there.
So, is there anyone in the tavern specifically, or maybe in the shop you want to speak to? Anyone who, you notice is maybe
we need to
worth
get an
a
undercover
conversation?
person. Ooh, I know who we could get for undercover. He's really bad at it, but he might work this time.
Tofu says she hopes that Choppin walks in singing, I'm the champion, my friends.
All right, here's what we're gonna need to do.
Always,
all right,
Tofu.
let's I'm gonna need you to identify those people, Shorty. I know that you have trouble remembering, but maybe we can go back up and you can identify them. What?
Definitely take a look around.
Just saying.
So what do you guys think about me hiring Gorik or summoning Gorik so that Gorik could actually try to identify where he could get a fix? That would be horrible though, because he's only got one volume. Yeah, that won't work.
Yeah, he would
He'll be like, is there a way to fix the fight?
Who's trying to sneak over here?
What about wasn't Tofu a bird?
You know what? I think Toby in a hot dog costume might be our best bet.
Yeah.
All right, but you need to. So while
Maybe
Toby's
we
Toby,
could dress him up like he's an advertisement for some snacks down in the bar.
Let's all go to the lobby. See, I can do that. Okay,
So
hold
he'll-
on. I gotta get changed.
Look a little more,
Don't know what is happening.
a little less.
oh, I know what's happening. You're about to see hot dog Toby again.
Oh no, I think we're gonna get topless Toby.
In hot dog
let's,
form?
Let's see.
Nope.
Nope.
Hot dog Toby. You were right.
Just got to keep the buns on.
Oh yeah, the ladies love my buns.
All right, hot dog Toby. Well, the problem is
Where
the
can
problem
I
is
get a delicious.
We don't
bite?
know who we're trying to overhear.
Yeah, he doesn't know, and you can't walk in with them to indicate, because then they'll know that he's with you. So you kind of got dressed too fast, Toby.
So maybe I could go back upstairs and check things out and see if I can identify them.
That is the first time I've been told that.
Yeah, that tracks. I can believe that.
Are you inviting anybody else to your party there, Toby?
Oh, I'm passing these things out like hotcakes.
All right, so choose a single person in this tavern that you pass one to.
Hold on, I got it. It's hard to see.
In the meantime, I'm gonna have
wearing glasses.
I'm gonna have Shorty take me up to the top. So after you finish with Toby, have her take me up to the top so we can try to identify the riggers.
Who said what?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and just describe for me exactly what you two do as I'm waiting on Toby to choose somebody.
I'm gonna go to this long-haired individual of unspecified natures.
Okay, so as Toby hands over one of the invitations to this Athelian person, they grasp it and Tofu redeems a potency flux on them.
Yay.
And a rock cage encases them for 3 turns. They are now trapped. Toby, technically, you have now, kidnapped this person a little bit. They're held against their will by you. That's not good. It's not a good look.
So, is that a yes or a no? I'm not sure what to make of this reaction. Are you
The look
interested
of
in
fear
the party?
on their face indicates they don't like this.
Grumple?
What?
Is anybody in here who knows how to move rocks?
Oh,
Haven't we gone upstairs
Why
already?
do you need to wait?
Yeah.
Why do you need to move rocks?
Grunkle and Shorty are not in the vicinity. You got Jim. That's your closest moral support.
Jim?
What? What is it, Toby?
I kind of, there's an oopsie happened. I need your help.
He walks over. What
Oopsie.
is it? Oh, you put this lady in the rock cage.
I handed
didn't
her
you?
an invitation and then she got all hard.
I'm sorry, miss. Just kind of stand at the back. And as she
Rock
kind
hard.
of goes back, he just cleaves the rock cage in half. I'm terribly sorry. He's newly materialized.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to get to know people and have a good time. No pressure, you know.
You can pretty much just throw that invitation in the trash can.
Are you sure? Oh.
Well, I mean, if that's what did it, right? If that's like a cursed piece of paper.
Wait, you think I'm cursed?
No, I think the paper's cursed. Actually, give me that. I'm gonna go put it in the dungeon. He like runs off.
I use my
giddily.
potency flux on Jim.
Oh no! He grasps the piece of paper.
Birthday flux,
And
let's
he
go.
is dealt 100 points of damage. As he grasps it, you see life force sucked from him. Oh, why? What, Toby? Why did you make this cursed thing?
I'm just trying to find love, Jim.
He like crumples it up and throws it on the ground, and then pulls out a flaming great axe and cleaves it in half as the paper burns completely.
There it goes, like all of my dreams, up in flames.
I'm getting another drink. Ugh.
I could have sworn he was going to make a Days of Our Lives reference. Like sands through an hourglass.
So are the days of our lives.
You think Toby watches daytime soaps?
No, it just sounded like you were headed in that way when you were when you said light and then you said up in the flames or something. I just went in a different direction than my mind.
No, I watch Maury Povich.
All right, so Grunkle and Shorty, you guys are kind of traversing around over here in the tower proper.
gonna go change.
What specifically are you looking for? Who you're talking to? All that.
Did you see my comment in the Twitch chat?
I did. It says
Shorty.
Grunkle's going to walk about again with Shorty, and when Shorty's memory is jogged, she'll signal him by saying she could go for some pickled pig's feet. And that's when she'll know.
So I'm gonna walk back in here.
Yeah, we're gonna
where
walk about
I think I
together.
overheard everything.
And we're gonna make some small talk as we walk about, you know. But when you identify them, like when we're standing next to them, you'll tell me you can go for some pig's feet.
So, as you guys are kind of walking around, you get to Inatrid. And that's when your memory is jogged immediately. You remember specifically hearing them say that this bit is a sure thing. The person they were talking to at this point has since left, but Inatrid is still there.
Okay, so I just look over to Grunkle and I'm like, I could go for some pickled pig's feet right about now.
Oh, I'll have Chef Brittlestein whip you up some of that pig's feet.
Could you?
Yeah,
That'd be so
absolutely.
great.
Hey, hello, sir. Are you?
It is the grossest thing you could ever eat. Why would you order pickled pig's feet?
She likes pickled pig feet.
It is gross.
Are you having a
See
good
where I
time
come
up until we grossed you out by accident there, sir?
I've been having a great time. This is the best establishment this side of Elwyn.
Oh, nice. Are you gonna watch the games?
Yes, I mean, obviously, that is one of the benefits of being here, yeah.
Oh, you got a favorite contender yet? Or are you just here to watch?
I don't like to, speak of my bets before they are victors, But yes, I enjoy the games a lot. I've been here for, not all of them, but probably every day. I travel nearby. I live close. It's only a couple hours journey.
Oh,
Wow, so
very
you really
nice.
come out of your way.
Well, to a degree. I mean, it takes, several days to walk most places, so jumping on the horse and coming this way is a good, expenditure of time.
What's your favorite snack around here?
Oh goodness, I've tried most things. I think my favorite though is it is like a small potato but hollowed out, and inside the potato shell it is like cheese and shard pigskin. It is delicious. There's little tiny green circles. It is wonderful.
Oh, nice. You know what? I'm going to see if we can have them whip up a free round of those for you here, sir, since you've come such a long way.
I have not traveled a long way, but I will absolutely take free food.
But you
Thank
travel for work, you said?
No, I travel for enjoyment. I work in my town and I come here for the food, for the games, and to try and make a little extra money.
Just out of curiosity, not talking to this guy, but just personal background on it. How far away is the town? Is that basically a couple of hours?
So you know that
closest town.
there is a small village not too far from here. I can't remember the name offhand. I want to say it's Andrenis. I'll look it up real quick. But yeah, he's well within the means of living there to travel here.
So he's in the so based off of what he said, it sounds like he lives in the closest town and not a town further than that.
Correct.
Okay. I get it. So everybody has to travel that distance. I see what he's saying.
Yeah, some travel further. Yes, Andrenis is the name of the town.
Okay.
So yeah, that's probably a couple hours journey by foot. If you're on horse, obviously you could probably get there here in maybe 2 hours.
Oh, okay. I let the I go over and I just let Bonesy know, hey, when you get a chance, have Chad deliver a free order of potato cheese pigskin to the gentleman over there.
You got it! Chad, stop sucking! Get over there and give that man some friggin' food!
Okay, you got it, boss. I don't like being yelled at.
I got that order in for you. We appreciate your patronage.
It is much appreciated.
You have a great time tonight, all right?
I will certainly
Good luck in your
try.
games.
Oh, luck is not needed. I mean, yes, much luck.
Excellent job, Shorty. Excellent job.
Do try. I made a note of that. He said luck was not needed.
All right, so what I'll do is I will summon Levin will summon Gorik, and well, God, I don't know. Gorik is such a bad idea. He's not stealthy. I need a stealthy rock elemental. I need to find somebody. Oh man, what are we gonna do for stealthy people? We need a stealthy person that's not affiliated with
none of us can shape change. Could either of you shape change me into something else and I could go be stealthy?
You guys, whatever quarter you guys left Toby, Brad, if you look back, Toby is just holding his hot dog costume, drunkenly talking to it at this point.
Not stealthy. We cannot send Toby.
So what you're saying is, I still have a hole in me that needs to be... Oh, you mean emotional. Okay. I was worried about you for a second.
Gaining some insight as to what Toby is experiencing, the audience can now feel what the hot dog is saying to Toby.
See, what you got here is a classic case of depression. You need to find something worthwhile to spend your time on so that you feel purpose in life. Once you find purpose, then everything else kind of fits together and you feel happy again.
Either you're really smart or my brain is breaking more than I realize.
The hot dog frowns in response to whatever you say.
I'm not sure if a downer is the way to deal with this.
Your purpose wouldn't be a downer, but I can't hear what you're saying.
No, I mean, Toby's looking at his glass of ale. Like, maybe this is
going to refill anyway
for this problem.
True. So traveling back down to the tavern, what do you do now?
I think we need to investigate the arena to make sure that there's nothing untoward with the setup currently.
Hey guys, I need apparently the wise hot dog told me I need to find my purpose in life, and I don't know what that's supposed to be. You guys got any ideas?
You could align with us to figure out who's trying to fix our game.
Do we know? Do all the bets get placed through one source, or do we have like people walking around collecting bets? How do we have it currently set up? It's one source, right?
Yeah, so Zog is the one not only selling objects and paraphernalia, but also taking all the bets.
Okay. All right.
He's technically selling tickets, is how it works out.
Mm-hmm.
So Jim kind of follows you, Grunkle.
Oh, you need me to make an announcement or something? I've been kind of like the go-to announcer for this thing now.
If you don't mind continuing to do that, Jim, it's greatly apprecited.
I'd love to. It gets more fun the more I drink, so I'm just gonna go over. You let me know what announcement you need to make, and I'll make it.
I go over and I pull Zog aside, maybe through this little door in the back here.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
All right. There's something funny going on with the bets here tonight. I don't know what's gonna happen, but
You're telling
there's
me,
this guy.
I mean, there's been so many bets for that one guy.
Wait! You got one guy making a lot of bets. Which guy do you have here? Can you describe him?
I don't know if it's like a guy or a girl. I guess it's a minotaur.
a Minotaur is making all the bets. How many bets
I
did the
think-
Minotaur place?
People are making bets on the Minotaur.
Bet on.
Yeah, that's the contestant.
Oh, how many? How big of a landslide is the betting or skewed towards this one guy?
I mean, it's a lot. It's like almost 95% of them.
Oh no.
Okay, hold on. Does that mean if you bet on one of the other two and they win that you're gonna get a lot more money because everyone else is betting
Yes,
on?
that is correct.
So does that mean we'd want the Minotaur to win, or do we still? But then
Oh, we're not trying to rig it, Toby. We're trying to unrig it. We want a fair. We want a fair.
Isn't that also in itself rigging?
I don't know
Unrigging?
how math works, but I know that like 95% at least of the people who've placed bets bet on the Minotaur winning. So if someone's trying to make a lot of money, I guess you'd bet on the other two, unless I don't know.
No, you're absolutely right. That's where the real money's at. If the Minotaur wins, everybody gets basically less than their money back. There's so many.
Want the Minotaur to win? Hold on, I gotta eat this giant hot dog.
Yeah. It's too bad it's skewed so much, because if the Minotaur wins, I think they will end up losing money or coming close to losing money. I mean, the payout is going to be so marginally.
Oh,
Because if we take, once we take our rake, it's.
Why would they think that maybe the Minotaur's not going to win?
No,
They,
it's.
I think
Someone's put the fix out somehow on this, but I don't know if part of the fix is that they're telling people that the Minotaur is going to be the winner, and then they got the fix on someone else, which makes
they're the
most sense.
5% betting on the other guy.
Are you guys
Yeah.
all in the shop with Grunkle?
So just
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I followed him down there because I follow Grunkle everywhere.
I keep losing track of the
perfect
he
map.
might need me to
assistant.
take notes.
Yeah. So
All right,
as
we're
you
gonna
guys
have
are
to-
kind of talking to Zog, there's another slight wrench in everything that you are doing. You see the door just kind of open without anyone physically walking through and pushing it. And after a moment, a disembodied skull walks in, or
Frank?
floats in. No. This is an actual skull, not the head of a statue. This is a straight up floating skull with like a purple vapor on it. And it kind of sallies forth, floating onto the counter, and kind of sets itself on the counter and is like,
Hey, sugar, how y'all doing over here?
Hey there, Toby Gunderson. Real pleasure to meet you.
It's a pleasure, Toby. My name's Dimitri. How y'all doing?
now, is the skull's mouth actually moving, or is it just sitting there and potentially there's an invisible person that moved the skull?
so you feel like you're hearing it, but the jaw is not moving on the skull.
Oh, so I'm not hearing it with my ears?
You are hearing it with your ears, but it is not physically moving.
All right, I reach over and try to see if I can feel anybody beyond the counter. Can I
get
detect
that
any
a lot,
magic?
baby. It's a normal thing, normal occurrence. No, I am actually a disembodied skull who can talk without moving my mouth.
Okay,
Well, aren't you an interesting
I
cat?
may or may not
That
mean this in
I
a
am.
creepy way, but can I put my fingers in your holes?
If you put your fingers in my holes, there's gonna be a lot of pain coming your way, baby.
Like in a good way, or
Well, I guess it depends on how much you like pain, but my guess is permanent death is not something most people like there.
I mean, I've been there.
Oh, good. Then,
No,
yeah, if you
not
want to die
really.
again, go ahead and do that.
Well, technically, it wasn't permanent if you're standing here the way you are.
Well, it was. I just kept dying over and over again.
Look. We can debate all day over who's dead, who's not dead, and who wants to be. But let me tell you all something. I'm here with a very specific purpose. I've been talking to your champion Choppin for the past, It seems like days, but it's probably only been a couple of minutes. He cannot put a sentence together to save his life, but listen, I am a representative from Gaelic von Drago's establishment. You know the one, right, Grunkle? He looks.
I do.
He like shifts his, empty gaze to look at you.
It feels like the part where he really.
My name's
Change.
Dimitri, and I am here as part of Gaelic von Drago's quality assurance team to make sure that you are in fact running a dungeon up to snuff according to his bylaws and policies. And I gotta tell you something, I have never seen a tavern and shop attached to a dungeon in quite the way I see it here. So we're gonna have a little bit of a chat now, you see?
I thought we were talking right now.
Well, let's maybe get away from your patrons. I wouldn't want to rush them out before the big game.
All right.
Well, you there, person I was talking to a moment ago. Yeah, you with the hat. Why don't you carry me? You seem like the type that would be good for something like that, menial.
Okay, but you said if I put my fingers on you, you were gonna kill me.
In me.
No, that was
if
if
you
you
put
did
your
it.
fingers in my holes is what we established. You can carry me without doing that, though, okay?
Okay, follow-up question. If somebody was having a little get-together with a bounce house, and, like, what would you rate your interest level at? Like, 1 to 10?
Have you ever thrown a skull in a bounce house, boy?
I can't say I've done that yet. Is that an invitation?
No, I'm saying it is the most lackluster thing anyone has ever seen. It is literally like throwing a rock in a bounce house. Not
Bad idea.
enthusiastic, not good, not a great look for anybody. Why don't you all take me to your office? Or maybe a side room. Closest secretive space is best.
Okie doke. Well, should we check him out in any way to make sure he's like not gonna murder us in the secret chamber?
You guys kind of just meander towards one of the storerooms next to the bar.
If I'm holding
While you're
him,
doing
I don't
that,
even know.
if you want to check him out, now would be the time.
yeah, if I'm holding him in a way where he's facing forward, I'm looking at them and kind of like gesturing, like, how do we know?
All
I
right.
don't want
So,
to shock him with my headband.
what is he saying?
Do you guys do anything as you walk towards the storeroom?
No. I'm curious about what he has to say.
I'm just trying to indicate silently my suspicion. Like, how do we know he has anything to do with the garlic dragon?
Well, we'll gauge that later.
Okay, Grunkle must feel safe, so let's get a move on.
Okay.
I mean, we can always ignore him if we don't like what he has to say or whatever. We'll gauge how much he knows. I don't know that he's lying, so
True.
he knows that I'm affiliated with him. At
So
the
as
minimum.
you enter the storeroom, he goes, "You can just set me up on that table over there. You don't have to carry me for this part." Now,
Hold on. Would you prefer maybe to sit in a place of power?
no, put me on that table over there.
Okay.
Aim me towards y'all so I can see you now.
Hold on. Let me put him up right. I dropped him a little. That was my bad.
Okay, so here's the deal, y'all. I know what y'all been doing. I talk with shopping. I talk with some of the patrons. You are making more money than Gaelic von Dragos had ever imagined y'all would be with this Vesifal's dungeon shtick. You got a good business here. And I think it might be worthwhile, but it does not line up with Gaelic von Dragos' organizational vision for dungeons. It's
It
not
doesn't have to.
technically a dungeon.
It doesn't have to. It need not line up with anything to
isn't
do
the
with Gaelic
whole-
Van
Listen,
Dragos.
listen,
to
listen.
make
I
money.
hear what you're saying. Yes,
It's a great business. You're raking in the gold. I can tell. The amount you're charging for drinks that I can see the bartender not having to pay for and use magic to do. Just on that beverage alone, how often people are ordering it, you have to be making upwards of 100,000 gold every week. That's a substantial gain based on the normal dungeon model, but again, it does not line up with the vision Gaelic Von Dragos has for running a proper Gaelic Von Dragos dungeon. So this is where
Does he
I
not
come
like
in.
his dungeons to make money?
No, he wants his dungeons to be dungeons, not entertainment venues. You see, it diminishes the brand when you do that. It'd
Okay,
be like
but,
taking a sword and putting, I don't know, some kind of foam on the end. It's not a sword at that point. It is just a toy. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
There's
but if the toy,
nothing about that.
I was just thinking we're the evolution of the brand.
And that's what I'm here to do. You see, I've been tasked with coming and checking this place out and seeing how well it actually is doing, because we've only heard the rumors that one of your outreach personnel are spreading around the region. And even though those rumors are certainly something to be reckoned with, the actuality is what we're most interested in. So I'm here to see how this next venture goes. And
Can
if
I
I
just
like
say-
it, then we'll get Gaelic Von Dragos out here to give his blessing on the business model.
Oh,
Can
wow.
I just say in regards to like, oh, I'm not comfortable with things working, except the way that I do it. My brother Vestibule was doing his own, was literally just trying to be a cheap imitation, and that made him super mad. So like, you can't, like, you're mad that they're not close enough to you, and then you're mad that they're too far away. Like, pickling.
You know, son, if you had said the actual name of the person you were trying to say, I would have believed you full forthright. But you said vestibule instead of Vesifal, and so now I just can't take you seriously.
well, there's
Wait.
a Phil.
I said who now?
Oh, I see what you did there. That's a good joke. You should have it engraved on something, maybe like his corpse. I don't know.
Did you see that coming in?
No, but if you have it engraved on his actual corpse, I will make it a
do.
point to see it on my way out.
Oh yeah, it's just outside the tower.
You gotta pass through the gift shop, and then there's someone out there. They can take a drawing of you.
Oh,
And
that's...
you can pay a little
I'm not
extra
gonna
to take it
lie.
home.
Why don't you just show me what your business does, okay? And then maybe we can go from there as far as getting Von Dragos out here. What do you mean,
See,
no?
I'm not. No, I don't feel obligated to show you any part of our business. I think
I am
you're welcome.
legal
You're welcome
representative
to
of
participate.
Gaelic Von Dragos himself. If you don't think that...
Typically, every time he's wanted to talk to us, he's just swooped in and yelled at us. Like, he's very
Do
comfortable
you
making
think it would
trips.
be wise for a giant Draco Lich to summon himself into the confines of the dungeon where you have a bunch of heroes that would like to end the afterlife of said draconic Lich?
Listen, if he's too scared to travel, that's on him.
He is not scared, son. I am trying to protect your business model. We are doing you a service.
It sounds like you're trying to
absolutely come
change
in
my
and-
business model.
Or copy it.
I am absolutely not. I personally
Steal it.
believe, based on what I have talked to with Chopin, based on what I have seen through the lines out in the snow, based on the quality of drinks I'm seeing, that this is absolutely the most current, best iteration of what a dungeon could possibly be. However,
I'm still waiting for
my
proof that you work
boss,
for the garlic guy.
what do you want to see that I work for Gaelic Von Dragos?
I don't know, you tell
Some
me.
identification?
It doesn't. We're not even at that point yet.
You know
All
what
you care about is
identification
whether or
is?
not.
Turn me over, Toby.
Uh-oh.
Hold on.
Don't put anything in his holes.
Toby flips the skull
Is there a
on its
neck
head,
hole?
and in the neck hole you can look past it to see on the inner jawline it says "Property of Gaelic Von Dragos."
Hey, look, he drew a penis.
He what now?
I mean, nothing.
Oh my goodness.
It's a smiley face.
Sure, it's
I
a
don't know.
sausage.
Who said that? I didn't say that.
Does that suffice
Okay,
for
so
y'all?
maybe you work for him, but still, we don't feel compelled to give you all of our secrets.
I'm not looking for your secrets. I just want to see it in action.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
just continue to observe as everybody else that participates here as a patron. I think the view that you're most should be most appreciative of is the patron experience, because that's where the money is made. Is how we treat our patrons and how we encourage them to participate and help further things.
So what you're telling
Yes,
me right
some of
now is
those-
I should
all
go
about
get
the
a drink
people.
and just enjoy the games as I see them?
I think that's exactly it. But keep in mind, that doesn't stop you from being a keen observer and watching some of our business practices from the Patreon's perspective.
That's a good point.
Some
I
of
do
our
have one.
Patreons even like us so much they just give us like $5 every month because they enjoy the game so much.
You know, if they support the show and the shows in such a drastic way, I gotta say that would be a mighty fine thing if we had multiple patrons, maybe on like a Patreon.com/Shattered Tabletop Games site, something they could go to and see and maybe help support the show in a major way. But as far as that is concerned,
Or
how
even
much are you
influence it.
actually raking in there, Mr. Grunkle?
Well, you got to understand that in my model, some of the employees are high stakes people. They're bringing in so much that I allow them to earn more than your typical employee will earn. Right. So take for instance Bonesy, who's generating profits all on his own without any direction from me. Because of the amount of profits that he's increased the profit margin. He gets a larger share. So the dungeon's not here for greed. We're here for profit, yes, but we want everybody that's participating to actually be profitable themselves.
That's interesting that you.
So it's hard for me to tell you. It's hard for me to tell you exactly where we are depending on our overhead. It's basically what I'm getting at. You might make an assumption about our overhead, but our overhead is probably a little higher than you anticipate.
I have to be honest there, Grunkle. Just sitting and observing, watching, Chop and feast on a bunch of food that he has no business paying for. Noting that all of your wenches are undead and your bartender is also undead, being kept alive solely by the magic that powers him. Knowing that the only two living employees that you have running this business are Ched the barback, which probably gets paid like a minimum gold allotment, and Chef Brittlestink, and as you said, gets paid a dividend based on the profits he brings in. That means that your only actual personnel you're paying are the three of you right here, and then Chef Brittlestink based on the amount he's bringing in.
Oh, you got that off. Your numbers are way off. First off, you're forgetting about.
Conflicts.
First off, you're forgetting about our friend Cypress, who's also an integral part of our business.
Like,
you're forgetting
yes.
about
She's
Jim
the one that
over
I
there.
heard. You're paying the announcer.
Yes, he works here. He's a core member of our business.
What else? You only pay him to talk? Is that what I understand?
Actually, he does other stuff.
Booby Mimi is out there somewhere.
What
We
is
pay
a
him to hang
booby
out and
mean?
drink as well.
Ah. So you have what, 7 employees? Is that right? That actually require payment?
Well, keep in mind we pay the winners of the fights, and
You pay the winners.
well, the winners earn
Reinvesting
money.
into the
Survivors.
business to ensure its growth.
All right. I'm gonna stay here for the next couple of days and just see how much money y'all raking in. Once I see that,
You're not going to see our books, by the way,
I
but
don't
you can
need to see
observe
your
from a
books.
distance.
I just feel
That's
vastly
fine.
uncomfortable with a guy saying, "I'm just gonna sit here and watch you for days."
You've
I
never
don't
said
care.
that to anybody there, Toby?
Well,
He does it
mean-
without asking.
you said I couldn't put my finger in your hole, so, you know.
That's fair, I guess. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do then. I'll just watch from afar. If I have any questions, I'll ask, but I have to be honest. If you can't prove to Gaelic Von Dragos that this is worth his while to bring on as part of his brand, this will inevitably be shut down and you will all be let go in the worst possible way you could imagine. Let go mean killed.
Like a sternly worded letter, or...
No, I mean you will be dead.
I've done that.
No, I mean permanently. Even if you are a undead or other immortal type being.
Okay.
I just accidentally,
I would risk that.
I just accidentally, as I walk around, brush up against Shorty's sword in a fairly obvious way.
So, yeah, I guess I whip it out and
Oh,
What are you
I
doing?
just wanted him to see it. You don't have to wield said
well,
sword.
are you sure? Because I was just gonna stab him in the head with it.
Go for it if you like. This is the only undead in the room, technically. You kind of are compelled.
I'm very compelled and I'm on edge. He's getting on my nerves.
Tofu says, "Oh, whip it out!"
Yeah,
Let's see them rolls,
Am I
I
too
guess.
close to make a power attack?
No, I mean, if you do the running power attack, that kind of counts.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm just gonna. I guess I. You should have
Go ahead
said
and-
something, Grunkle.
I'm just gonna just
Roll your
out of character-
attacks. He literally
Hang on, let me
says,
find the
"You
screen."
think that sword scares me, girl?"
out of character, it just feels like a shyster, right? Like everyone else feels like we're getting conned.
Yeah, everyone feels that way.
A 95 is a hit, as is 88, and 163 is a critical hit on your power attack.
So that's
Lord.
104 times 4.
416
Nice.
damage.
From one swing, she's got other hits.
How do you do that math so fast? That's
I'm
amazing.
just good at basic math.
This is okay.
Rain Man.
So
over
anyway.
here.
And so the other hits are, I think, 84 damage.
How many other hits does she have?
2 other ones.
All of them are hits.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
84 times.
Even
3.
she rolled a 25 and still hit. This guy.
Well, aren't his power,
Oh, wow.
don't they?
Oh, I forgot to use my headband.
You can just add it for an extra 35 damage or whatever it was.
Yeah, 35.
And that's your power
So it's
attack
like-
damage and not just your regular hit damage, right?
So wait, so the critical is 416. What were the other ones?
The other 4 hits I did 84 or 3 hits, 84 times 3, 252.
Good
what's the
golly.
power
And then the
attack
35 for my band, which I just looked down at him and it
I'm
just
pretty sure you just did
It's
like
double plus
700
crit.
damage.
703. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang, good lord. You destroyed Dimitri. So here's the deal. Describe for me how you approach this attack, and I'll tell you what happens as you land your hits.
So, I was standing far enough to run over, and well, as Dion brushed by me and hit my elbow, I just took it the wrong way, and I was just on edge anyway, and he was getting on my last nerve with everything he was saying, trying to change our business, take it over, whatever. So I just kind of ran forward and whipped it out, held it over my head, and stabbed him right in the top of his skull head. And then I looked at him with my headband and just lasered him and tried to fry all the pieces into ash.
I love it. So as you fry the pieces into ash, it doesn't actually turn him to ash. It negates him from existing. So as the headband zaps the skull fragments, they just immediately disappear completely. It's like they have never existed at all.
We can say he never came.
I don't know. I don't know who was supposed to have been here.
Yeah, I don't know
Why
what
are
you're
we even
talking
in the
about.
storeroom?
Can I just say I'm glad I'm not a ghost right now? Because good God, Shorty. I am both scared and aroused.
I'm a little bit worried about who sent him and why. And was he in on this plot? Or was he really here
He might have been.
checking out our dungeon? That just
He might have been legit. I wasn't gonna let him near our books or anything till we have
Yeah,
better
if he's
confirmation.
definitely not now.
Let's be honest, if he's legit, the Lich, he'll just come.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that they really he had a special place in his heart for him if he was legit. So it doesn't matter.
Right. Here's hoping.
So, as you destroy Dimitri, the disembodied skullhead, you still have a plot to try and steal a significant amount of profit from your patrons. So we're going to end it here, and next week we will pick it up with trying to solve who is trying to rig your game of Dungeon Ninja Warrior.
And we got to come up with an Apple punishment for him too, because once we do it, we're gonna have to make sure make
They
it
better
right by all the
they're
other
not
patrons.
undead.
We should just make them run it.
No, it
Oh,
just,
Make them participate.
Yeah.
Oh,
Savage.
Yeah, I guess we could do that. I guess we could. But what if they're good? I don't like that.
Then we just kill them if they make it out. They'll be tired.
Maybe
That's
you
too
could,
many options for them to just portal out in the middle of our dungeon. Just like, all right, they're going through, and he opened up a portal.
I
Then
thought we had like protections to stop that from happening.
I don't think we have protections for them just full off quitting. To be honest with you, they just can't. They just won't win anything. But I guess we could put those type of protections in. That's a good idea.
It is a good idea.
So
Look at
you
that
spend the
value
next
you're adding,
week or
Toby.
so, based on Toby's idea, adding contingency spells should portals be opened within the confines of the obstacle course, that they would be immediately negated.
Provided they leave the obstacle course. I don't care if they portal within the obstacle course, as long as they don't.
That's a good
out.
good
Yeah.
thing to
If-
differentiate.
Is there a way to make it so if they do open the bad portal, it opens one, but it opens it like into the death pit or something? So they're like, haha, I'm a
Maybe
just
there's
kill
like
them.
a percentage chance for that to happen.
Yeah,
Just think
I
that
like
as
the
soon
way
as
you
they
think. And this is what you get paid for, Toby.
There you go.
I'm
You're
getting
the
paid?
idea guy.
Oh God.
Well, we are going to end it here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for participating. If you have any additional thoughts on the Dungeon Ninja Warrior course, feel free to send them. And don't forget, if you want to be involved in Arc 4 or one of the one-shots between Arc 3 and 4, let us know via Discord, via email, whatever you see fit. We'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching, participating, and listening. See you then. Bye!
Peace.